Max and I are starting off our day by going to town. It's quite a rainy day, actually. The windshield wipers are on full speed, and it's cool and rainy, June 1st. I'm liking how June is starting off, but I'm not looking forward to the hotter weather. Billy's enjoying a bottle. He'll probably fall asleep.
We're gonna head into Future Shop. Being payday and me paying off my debts, we are on the way in there to get ourselves a little bit of a treat. A little bit of a toy. You live once, so you might as well fucking die now. We are both going in to buy an iPad 3. We've been talking about it for a while and kind of like, oh yeah, let's do it, let's get it, oh yeah, Now we have the money to do so, and we are going to do it, I guess. I bought Amanda the 3DS last month, and well, really at the beginning of this month. When did the 3DS come out? May 20th, so that's not even the beginning of the month at all. A few weeks ago I bought Amanda the 3DS and she's really been enjoying that, but I have been hogging it recently playing Metal Gear 3D. So maybe the 3DS will get bumped out of the spotlight right now for a couple of iPads. Pretzel bread. I wanted to just go straight home and play with the new iPads, but we do need to go grocery shopping as well. So we're getting ourselves some mashed potatoes. You know, Amanda cannot go without our chocolate croissants.
They're so good.
You gotta pay extra to get thin. Are you being good during the shopping trip, B?
Yes.
Very good. Done grocery shopping. Amanda and I got a sandwich at Mr. Sub in Atherley. It's the best fucking place. The owner there always loves to see her and I and Billy. Now we are going home to plug in our brand new fucking iPad 3s.
I need...
Yeah, sweetie. 2 brand new iPads. Amanda got the white. I obviously got the black. Now I'm going to do the unboxing of my black iPad 3. There it is. My iPad 3, 16 gig. Sweet. So, obviously you have your initial unit, the iPad 3, 16 gig. What else do we have? The universal USB cable and a wall plug for your USB charger. That's it. Most of the box is just packaging from what I see here. This looks like an instruction manual, so we will just put that right back in the box. We don't need that. And let's power this boy up. How do you turn it on? There it is. There's the Apple. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to plug this in first before I use it. Oh, here it is. Slide to configure. Oh, it's giving me a bunch of different languages on how to slide it. Uh-oh, I have no idea what language I need. Welcome, buenos, Hos Gelden is Nakabab Napukinemo. Crazy Russian. Oh, and you gotta select your country. Isn't this fun? Cool, look at this. Here's your little keyboard here. Now connecting it to my Wi-Fi. The battery life says 95%, which is ironic because most of the time all freaking things that come electronic do not have battery power when you unbox it. So I am now connected to my Wi-Fi connection. I need to create an Apple ID. Easy typing. Wow, that's really easy typing. I like that. out of the box and in my hand. Now I have all my accounts set up. Bill's a little chatty today. Here I am on Facebook here. I gotta say that the touch screen is really good. The reaction time, I guess you would call it, is fantastic. Response time. Amanda is now unboxing hers, so I guess this is a double iPad 3 16 gig unboxing day. Amanda got white.
Ooh, it's kind of heavy. It's real sleek and slim and solid feeling. I like the white personally, but the black looks cool too. This is so cute too, because it's like a really miniature version of the MacBook little adapter thing. Like the MacBook one's like that big. This one's tiny. It's cute. Cute thing.
Hi, Bill. Do you have anything to say? Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Stay crouched. I'm gonna take a picture of you. I just need to move so I can see your face. That's really HD, eh?
Making a shepherd's pie and playing around with the iPads right now. Amanda's super pumped. I just got mine put away and charging right now because the power keeps going out and the Wi-Fi gets shut down, so I just don't want to cook mine on the first night, you know what I mean? So I just put her away and hopefully the power stops doing the rolling blackout thing. Coming from my iPad, I'm going to do the questions for day 841. I would film it on my iPad, but right now I'm still working out how to edit with iMovie, getting the hang of it, and then I need to get the hang of moving the files from the iPad to Amanda's computer somehow, either emailing them if that is possible, if they're not too big, or sending them via Bluetooth. Other than that, it's mostly just for uploading directly to YouTube. Don't Mess with TM has the first question, which is, what would your ideal job be? My ideal job is exactly what I'm doing right now. I have my band, I do these videos, I have my family here, and I also have the job at the Aurelia Opera House as a technician. Lights and audio, you know, I see all the shows, rock bands, any kind of bands, plays, readings, everything, all kinds of really interesting stuff.
My ideal job would be being Billy's mom.
Dark Durl asks, did you guys get to see Once Upon a Time? No, we didn't. We didn't go to see that. Is that a movie? I really have no idea. I don't think I've seen a movie since Avatar. LZK Anti-Mainstream has a pretty big question. What's your take on metal bands that change their sound later on? For instance, Slipknot, In Flames, Metallica, etc. Do you consider them sellouts? Creative? Please explain. I don't really, jump on the bandwagon of saying someone is a sellout, because when someone is a sellout, it's when products or corporations are supplying money and things for a band or a person, and they tell them to be a certain way to make a better face for that product, which, they do that for the money, and that's really selling out. Sometimes bands change their sound, I guess, because they grow. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's all personal preference, really. I don't really like the way that Slipknot and Metallica turned out in the later years. In Flames really seemed to just get heavier. I guess with Slipknot, maybe they did kind of sell out, because they started, playing more mainstream concerts, being on mainstream TV and record label. Same with Metallica, but it's still really hard for me to just say, you're a fucking sellout and you're, a piece of shit. I don't really jump on that, because if someone was like, hey, I'll give you $1 million to do this, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But if they're like, I'll give you $1 million to do this, but then, maybe write music kind of like this, I would not do that myself, because that would be selling out. The guy with a hat, lol. Do you have any interest in heavy TO this year? Also, what are some of the non-metal bands that I like? I, would go to heavy TO, I guess, but I just don't really go to concerts, which I guess would be kind of weird to hear me saying, mostly because I just don't, want to spend all that money and drive down there and find a place to go to the concert itself. When I do go to concerts, it always ends up being a really good time. For non-metal bands that I like would, I guess, be Beck. If you could check him out, he's got just about every single genre of music in his arsenal. I like Johnny Cash a lot. He's not really a band, that's just like a singer. I'm definitely not into like the alternative rock. I like AC/DC just because that's, from my childhood. Rush, shit like that. Dream Theater. I got a lot. I just really hard to just keep picking them out of the air. Thrash Man, Shred Star 666, who inspired you to play guitar? My dad definitely was the first person to inspire me to play guitar because I grew up watching him play it all the time when I was a kid, and I used to think it was really cool, it sounded cool, it looked cool, felt cool. So yeah, it was my dad. When I was a little kid, I started playing guitar when I was about 9 and I got my own when I was 10. Really good set of questions today. I want to thank everybody for joining in on that. Make sure you have some for today as well. I hope you didn't burn yourself out all on that one. Amanda and I are definitely enjoying the new iPads. Looking forward to making some shit like new media with that and having fun. Oshawa June 17th and Aurelia June 23rd. Esoteric Doctrine, my band, will be playing. And subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 2,000.